Don't miss out on any games on the season. And visit us online or at the ticket booth for any event you want to keep your name. And don't forget to come out to the game with Dallas today. What better way to pass the year than the news of your favorite mascot? Stop by Magic Greg and stand down and the fans of it.
Coming right up, the Heat taking on the Magic for Miami. Hard work pays off with the best. Here we go. So Miami wins the tip. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Davion Mitchell is out there with MP, and it's Powell in at the 3.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Outside Bane. Inside. Banchero finds Bane. Over Bryant. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Banchero. Now the Magic with it. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Brian, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Shams, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
Banchero outside. Wagner for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And the basket by MP.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Wagner, the pass to Bane. And with the new CBA, Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA, is it's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Kicks it out to Bane. Launches it. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his 3rd assist of the night. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Orlando ends up going with a new...
on the court.
to the middle. Here's Black. Lays it up and banks it in. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
We've got Wendell Carter, Anthony Black out there with Franz Wagner, and it's De Silva in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Offensively, I really think that Black's a very under-the-radar facilitator.
Here's Bryant inside. Black defending. Bryant, no good.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Okay, well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Black showcasing his full arsenal, and he's a guard.
Shams, a personal question for you. This is just about the industry in general. I know you have all these sources. You don't reveal your sources. No good journalist does. But what's in it for them?
You know, BA, I'm going to tell you guys, because this is a nice family environment here at the desk. It's always something for me, 365, 24/7. These are real relationships. It's always a two-way street when it comes to whether it's a source, a relationship that I have in this industry. And right now, more than ever, it's a relationship business. You can't just show up when you need someone. And so for me, I go every day and try to build the best relationships I can.
Hey, and let's face it, we're in the entertainment industry. And how entertaining is it to get a scoop from Shams?
Come on now, we're all waiting for it.
Orlando making a switch here. And Carroll's checked in.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
A little mid-range shot is up. And Miami again with the bucket.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Carter. Bain comes in for De Silva. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Wagner. Magic trail by 12. Here's Black. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Outside Bain, from outside the arc. The rebound by Ware.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Bryant finds Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
To the inside, here's Black, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's MP, and again it's Miami converting.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
The 3 from Bain. That's in. Coming off an assist from Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll's got 5 assists in the game. MP with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Bryant. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. MP's got 26.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Bain surveying the D. Black outside. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Miami Heat in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, and just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up? And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Heat.
Very fit.
And that's a wrap on half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Wendell Carter's doing.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from Orlando's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Adebayo and Ware together inside. MP is out there with Davion Mitchell. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Wagner. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Wagner's got his third basket on the night right there. Here's Bryant. And he can't bank that one in.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Now here's Suggs. Puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go. Suggs has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Bryant. Orlando with a rebound. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late. And that's how you become a clutch performer.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Payne. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's MP. And he gets it to go off the front iron. MP's got 34 points.
Tell you what, nice mid-range shot there from MP, and that'll open things up for him on the floor.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. De Silva comes in for Wagner. Black's checked in for Bain. And it's Jones in for Suggs. Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. Jaquez comes in for Powell. Pass to De Silva. Here's the pick. Here's Banchero. Off target from the wing.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's De Silva from the arc. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Here's MP. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Bryant's got 38 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Black. Outside Jones. There's the triple. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. MP looking around. Pulls up on the wing, and that one good. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Substitution here for Orlando. Lataze's checked in for Carter. Paolo Banchero comes in for De Silva. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Black. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Ware's checked in for Wiggins. Adebayo comes in for Jaquez. Mitchell's checked in for Larson. And MP subbed in for Tyler Hero. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Wagner outside. Now Suggs. From 13. Yes, sir! That one's good!
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just the facilitator.
MP! And Banchero pulls it down.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Takes a 3. The 3 ball is down.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Powell. Adebayo outside. MP outside. 20 feet away and no problem.
No hesitation at all there. MP rose up with confidence.
Now Suggs. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
I'll tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
MP fires. Ooh, he needed it, and he got it.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Now Suggs. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Heat leading by 10. Now MP. Shot from 16. He knocks down the jumper.
MP plays with the confidence of somebody with a lot more experience than what he has.
Bane starts outside. Cash from downtown.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
MP. Yes, sir. Hits the jumper.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Heat.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 9. He launches. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Boy, what a pass. Part of Wagner's total offensive package.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second
And here's Miami. MP! Banchero pulls it down. Orlando calls timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Subs. Second personal foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
For Miami. Davion Mitchell. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Outside Banchero. The free is in!
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
So it's Miami picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.